Hello. In this video, we'll learn how to assign and manage resources in Quick Gantt Chart and how to identify resource conflicts in your project. Quick Gantt Chart allows you to assign resources to tasks. Resources can represent people, equipment, or materials, anything needed to complete the task. Let's add a few resources to our sample project. Software developer, UI/UX designer, and QA tester. You can assign resources directly in the tree area. Simply open the resource pop-up editor and check the people or items you want to assign to the selected task. To remove a resource, just uncheck it in the pop-up or delete it directly in the resources column. You can also define how much time each resource is expected to spend on a task. For example, you can assign a QA tester at 50%, meaning they are only partially involved in the task. This is especially helpful for balancing workloads across the project. Another way to manage resources is through the task settings window. Here, you can also adjust the display order of resources assigned to each task. Let's now add a few more resources. Resources can also be imported from other projects. Simply choose the ones that haven't been defined yet in the current project. Note that any costs assigned to imported resources are ignored in the current file. We'll cover budgeting in a separate tutorial. You can sort resources by clicking a column header. Clicking while holding Ctrl will clear the sorting for that column. When the table is not sorted, you can manually rearrange resources by dragging them up or down. Now let's complete the project by assigning resources to the remaining tasks. The same sorting options are available in the pop-up window, just like in the main resources table. We'll complete the resource assignment by adding them to the final two tasks, deployment and marketing campaign. This completes the resource setup for our project. Quick Gantt Chart allows you to filter the list of resources, which makes it easier to focus on a specific person, role, or group. This is especially helpful when working with larger teams or complex projects where dozens of resources are involved. Filtering does not affect the actual data, it simply hides what you don't want to see at the moment. And if you ever want to see the full list again, you can temporarily disable filters with a single click, without losing your filter settings. Once your resources are fully assigned, Quick Gantt Chart can help you detect potential conflicts and overloads. You can generate highlighted regions in the chart that indicate where a single resource may be overallocated, that is, scheduled to work on multiple tasks at the same time. The conflict detection feature also takes into account the percentage of time a resource is assigned to each task. For example, if a software developer is assigned at 40% to one task and 50% to another task that overlaps in time, the program will not show a conflict. That's because the combined allocation does not exceed 100%, and the resource is still realistically available for both tasks. Only when the total allocation exceeds 100% during overlapping periods will the system highlight a conflict zone on the chart. This helps you quickly identify overload situations and make adjustments before they affect the schedule. In the next video, we'll take a closer look at baselines and how they help you compare your project's original plan with its actual progress. Thanks for watching.